right, what's up, Captain's Jug of Thoughts? Merry Christmas. We got an iPad for Christmas. It's all. This is all it now.
Yep, that's all you're gonna hear. We're not even gonna talk anymore.
We don't need you. We have our own laughs. That's like an evil laugh.
It is evil. I love it.
That's creepy. So you're telling a story. You're like, oh, and then this fucking evil witch showed up.
Speaking of evil witches, I watched the movie Big Fish last night. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, with that big fucking weird guy.
Yeah, the big weird guy. But then there's the witch with the glass eye, and if you look into the glass eye, it shows you when you're gonna die.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. So the one guy's like, I was really old and I fell. The other guy goes, I wasn't old at all.
The guy looks in her eye and it's just him in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Hurry up. We got to do everything.
So would that give you like a warning so you could avoid your death?
I don't know. It doesn't seem, I don't think that's the way it works.
Like that?
No.
He's like, I just won't walk in front of that bus then. She's like, it's going to get you.
Yeah.
It's like Final Destination. It's going to get you.
Exactly. You move out of the way and it just reverses over you. So, but yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to everybody. Here we are on the second day of 2020. The year of clarity. 2020. Yeah.
There was a joke going around about the Ramones. That was 2020, 24 hours to go. It was like, at 11 o'clock on the 31st, I guess.
What was that? Our cook, it's a screw.
I looked exactly like one of the little mic things I've been complaining about all day. I'm like, is that where I left it? Is it here? Has it been here the whole time? I thought I lost one.
It is, yay.
It kind of looks like it, but no, it's different.
Yeah.
All right, what were you saying about the who?
Oh, the cook. He got back from Chicago,
Yes, he went home to the motherland.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, I'm super excited for 2020. And I'm like, yeah? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm getting LASIK. I was like, oh, good one, dude.
Oh, that's it. I'm such an idiot. I'm like, he doesn't wear glasses, does he? He must have contacts.
So yeah. He came back from Chicago with big jokes.
Big city jokes.
Big city jokes.
Hey, that's Second City. That's where Dan Aykroyd and Chris Farley, there's a historical comedy thing. He probably took classes at Second City.
Yeah, right?
And he's like, I'm going to fucking wow him when I get back.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait till they hit with this LASIK shit.
Obviously, Farley and Aykroyd were not there.
No. Chicago should have done more cocaine. He would have gotten funnier.
Yeah. So, yeah. This new thing really is going to be half of our show now, people.
Well, this is just like the sounds that came with one, but I can do my own sounds. I haven't done enough yet. Here's one I haven't tried it yet, but this is for when we talk about cock cage.
This sounds very gay.
That's fantastic.
This is pretty much all going to be Tony Soprano.
He sounds very gay.
Yeah. Oh, this is the funniest fucking show of all time.
Oh, that's great.
All right, yeah. So how was New Year's? Did we do an after Christmas show? Or we did it before? I don't fucking remember anymore.
I can't remember either.
This time of year is real wacky.
No, it had to be right before Christmas. We couldn't have done a show in the last 7 days, could we?
No. Yeah, you're right. It is before Christmas.
Yeah.
Was it after the show we played? I don't know. Someone should be writing this down.
I know.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, so it wasn't this, whatever, I got so thrown off by the whole you going to Pittsburgh game thing that I thought was the one Saturday, but it turned out to be the other one.
My buddy who lives in Kansas City who came into the bar the other night, and every time he comes in, he like runs a brewery out in Duval Boulevard and Duval Brewery out in Kansas City, and he came in and he was cracking up about the whole Pittsburgh thing. He's like, dude, next time Thurman comes to the bar, you got to introduce me to him because we've never met. And he's like, but he was not getting the concept of that Pittsburgh game for some reason.
No, I wasn't. Because, like, remember when we sat down? Last time we recorded a show, we sat down and you were like, did we do one last week? And I'm like, I don't think so. It feels like we did.
Yeah.
Like, we lost a whole week in there.
Right.
So when you're like, this was 4 days ago, I'm like, what are you talking about? That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you when you went to the game.
Yeah, I know. That's what he said.
You got to calm down on the sauce, bud. You lost the whole thing. Captain, that was Philadelphia.
Yeah. He was fucking cracking up. He's like, dude, that was like one of the best bits you guys have had in a while, and it
pure
wasn't even on
confusion.
purpose.
Yeah. I think it's just a weird time of the year where just shit's going. And like, I think if it would snow and stay snowed, we'd be a little more solid. It keeps flipping back and forth.
It does, and that is really
it's fucking me
up.
I'm like a bird. I keep trying to go south, and then I'm like, it's warm again. I guess I'll stay here.
It's 42. I'm coming back.
All right, so I'm all thrown off.
I know, me too.
So we have no idea what. Okay, so let's pretend. Well, we definitely didn't do anything post New Year's because that was how many days ago?
That was yesterday.
So what did you guys? How was the New Year's? How was the champagne?
It was good. It was great. You know, everybody enjoyed their champagne. I put out. I don't know. There was probably actually at midnight. There was probably 25 to 30 people, and I somehow or another, I poured the exact amount of champagnes in the flutes. I was like, I looked around and I was like, wait, does every person have one? Like, I wasn't done, and like, but I had to go get more flutes.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, yeah, everyone's got. I was like, every person has one, and there was one for me sitting there, and I was like, well, that was fucking weird.
Tricks of the trade, dude. That's how good you're getting.
Yeah, I know.
You can do a quick head count of the room, and you know exactly how many fluid ounces each person needs.
Yep, exactly.
You're like Rain Man.
You're like Rain Man.
Let's go to Vegas.
I know. So speaking of Vegas, we are going to Vegas this year.
Oh, Jesus.
Because the Oakland Raiders have become the Las Vegas Raiders.
Really?
Yeah. And the Bills are playing the Las Vegas Raiders this year in Las Vegas. So that's going to be our away game this year.
Nothing like throwing on a bunch of pads and running around a field in Vegas.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, dude, meet us halfway.
Yeah.
It's either fucking freezing cold or we're dying.
Right.
That's why our buddy Andy lived in Vegas. He said it felt like you just had a fucking hairdryer on your face at all times.
That doesn't sound great.
No. That's why everybody they're like, let's put this, we'll keep everybody in air-conditioned casinos and just there's no clocks, there's no windows, just keep them pumping fucking coins into those machines.
Yeah.
There's like
pumping cold air and oxygen.
And drinks.
Yep.
And then people were like, let's get out of this casino. They walk outside for 2 minutes and they're like, fuck this.
Yeah. I only lost $5,000. Let's go back.
Yeah, I can make it back. So you guys are going for the game?
Yeah, I don't even know. They haven't even they've only released what teams everyone's playing. They haven't released the actual schedule, so I don't even know what the date is yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever. It's going to be at least September, so hopefully it won't be.
You got to stick around for a couple days after the game. And go check all the pawn shops and find like game-worn Bills helmets that some guy lost.
Yeah, yeah.
And he had to go pawn it at the Pawn Stars.
Right. Well, it's another good thing is my friend who I'm going with. She is there's a bunch of us going, but she's one of the people that are going. She's going in February, so she's like, I'll just pump money into the coin slots at the hotel. Because then she'll get hotel points and we'll get free rooms when we go.
Yeah.
You know,
I know that.
She's like, so I should be able to get us at least 2 to 3 free rooms, and I'm like, as long as you get at least 2,
yeah,
then I'm good.
Yeah,
because you and your husband can stay in 1, and I get 2. If you get further than that, then the other people will get lucky.
Dude, there was this one time we were playing a gig. I mean, years ago, we were young, nobody had any fucking money, but it was at a bar that was like attached to a hotel. So we got like a room like half off, or maybe, I don't think they just gave us one, maybe, I don't know. But it's like, 8 of us in this fucking room because nobody had points or cards. And you're all trying to find somewhere to sleep. And like whoever retired early got the fucking beds. Beds are packed full of different people. There's people on the floor. And I'm like, fuck. And then our friend goes in like the window. There's a giant window and like a windowsill that was like a little cubby.
Right.
And like, he got a pillow and a blanket, went in there, and closed the shades behind him like it was a bunk. And I was like, motherfucker. That's, God, I was so mad. I was like, that's
genius.
I remember I was so tired and fucked up, and I was like, I want that so bad.
Yeah.
I just want that so bad.
Right.
And then I'm all jealous of him, and I'm like sleeping in the corner, like up against the wall, all shitty. And then in the morning, the sweet, sweet revenge because the fucking sun came up and was just plowing that window with sunlight.
Yeah.
And he's in there like a baked potato, like in a fucking greenhouse. And like we wake up and the curtains come flying open and he's like, water. He's like all fucked up and like he just been
sunburned.
Zapped. Yeah, like the Hulk when he came out of the getting zapped thing.
Yeah, that's
like,
fantastic.
Yeah. It was really
God,
fun.
I want that spot so bad.
I was so jealous. And then in the morning, he woke up and,
Yeah.
he was like, that says like scary That was like sexual Yeah. I thought it was going to be yelling like, and it was going to be perfect. And people are going to be like, I feel like I'm there.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
That was it?
Yeah.
That's what you were looking for?
Yeah. No, that's just another one.
That's just another one.
They don't have what I want. I need a better one. I need to get the... All right. I got to put that away. So, yeah. We're going to get... you're going to get fucking lit up in Vegas and see some Bills games. That's fun.
One Bills game. I'm going to the hockey game tonight, too. So
yeah.
That's good stuff.
You got to, shit like we were talking about, the kind of forgotten kid.
Yeah.
You got to show love to the Sabres. Are they doing good this year? I have no idea. No. That was a long
They're middle of the road, I think, which is better than dead last like they've been the last 2 years.
All right.
So, but I was actually just reading in the newspaper this morning that one of their players, Rodriguez, has asked for a trade. And he
Rodriguez?
Was like, yeah.
We're still talking about hockey?
Yeah, we are.
Sure.
Evan Rodriguez.
Oh.
I know. It's not, he didn't grow up playing in Mexico. You would think that he did.
Yeah, right.
But he was actually, I believe, Jack Eichel's line mate at Boston College.
All right, so there's history.
Yeah, and but for whatever reason, it's just not working out with him and the Sabres. I don't know. So we'll see what happens. I'll see if he's on the ice tonight.
Yeah.
Since it was in the paper this morning.
Who are they playing tonight?
Probably not going to make the cut tonight.
No. Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting, though. You get to go see if he's there. That's an interesting game to go to, I guess.
All right.
If there's nothing else to look forward to. We went to a ton of games. We had a hookup for a bit with, like, tickets and shit. And we went to, like, a ton of fucking games one year. And they lost every single one.
Yeah.
Which is, whatever. You win some, you lose some. But it was, like, 8 games in the span of, like, 3 months. And they fucking lost them. I'm like, come on. Like, odds should have been, and this is very much just me being about myself. I'm like, I wanted to yell good things, and we all just got sad and left.
Right. Hopefully I'll be yelling some good things tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't even look to see where these tickets are. These are actually the tickets from the...
That you guys won?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So
that's tonight.
Yeah. This is the game.
Yeah. We're gonna do.
So we gotta get that guy back on the podcast. Get some more tickets.
Yeah. Just start asking him for like Super Bowl tickets. He's like, guys, I don't have that kind of pull. Like, do it.
Right.
The Magic Hat guy.
Yep.
Hey, you're magic.
Yeah,
do it. Pull him out of your hat.
Where is your hat?
Pull him out of your magic hat.
Get the goddamn tickets.
Yeah. I use those little glasses like every day.
You know what someone said to me the other day? They were like, because the Bills are in the playoffs and they play on Saturday, so go Bills.
Yeah.
If the Bills made the Super Bowl, because the tickets I have they're 44 years old. The tickets.
What?
Or no, 42. Yeah, the tickets, because these tickets are they're season tickets that we have currently had since 1977.
Oh, okay. So you still have, like, it's never ended? Like you're saying the hookup you have is just the same?
It's the same exact season ticket seats
but like physically
since 1977.
Okay, yeah.
So therefore, that being said, you get first crack at Super Bowl tickets if the Bills make the Super Bowl.
Your grandfather didn't.
Your grandfather
Some
didn't.
legacy shit.
Yeah. So they need to fucking win. I want to go to the Super Bowl. That'd be so much fun.
That would be nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think the Super Bowl's in Miami this year, which would be perfect because I was, as you know, I used to live in Florida, so I got tons of hookups down there. Like, I'll be all set.
You guys need any lights for the halftime show? So if they do it in Miami, the halftime show, they're probably going to get like Pitbull or somebody.
Yeah, probably.
Or they'll do. Do you want a microphone? God damn it, Jesus Christ! Every time she's just yapping like it's.
She's on the show today. Uh-oh.
I can't find anger. None of them say anger here.
You got punched. Here we go. Oh, that was awesome. So do you want to know what's funny is you said Pitbull, but my Amy's daughter Nicolette, she goes to church with her father in Miami. It's like this, obviously like a big church, like whatever. Yeah. Kanye West came and did the sermon.
Sunday service?
Yeah,
that's pretty dope.
And he brought in his own choir and own sound and everything.
They have their own thing. He's building a cult.
She's like, we were at church all day because he came in and he was like, nope, this isn't gonna work.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm just gonna have my own choir come in. And we're going to have to change the entire sound system in here. So she's like, we were at church like all day, but it was totally worth it.
Hell yeah. That's fucking awesome, man.
So yeah, she was showing me pictures and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit, you're really close to Kanye.
That's cool as shit.
Yeah.
I like some. I mean, there's some bangers on that newer album he put out for sure. Like the first couple are like real gospel. I'm like, man, he's going deep because like, he's always had gospel shit involved in his music.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he's going deep. And then like the third track is that fucking arguing with my dad and he told me it ain't crazy. And then he gets like gangster. I'm like, oh shit, okay. He's still there. He's still
there.
You're like, man, he went full gospel. He's like, hold up, motherfucker. I still go hard. So yeah. I saw Kanye on the St. Pablo tour, and he was floating around the arena on a floating stage. Speaking of floating stages, Phish on New Year's did the floating stages. Did you see any of that?
No, I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, shit. Okay. So every year they do their New Year's gag. Last year we went, and they had like acrobat people dangling from these things and like doing things in the sky with lights and smoke. And then they did the countdown, and then Mike and Trey were on wires, and they were dangling from wires in Madison Square Garden singing.
Right.
And it was fucking great. So this year every year they do a gag.
Yeah.
This year they get off for their second set, and I was live streaming it through Twitch, which is not the official Phish app, but I didn't feel like figuring all that shit out. Okay. It was one of those things where I'm like, I'm not going to order it. I'm going to fall asleep. And then I started watching for free and just stayed awake all night.
Of course.
But it kept, like, once in a while the stream would get shut down. So I have to go scroll through, like, pages of, like, teenage Japanese kids playing Fortnite and shit, and then finally find, like, Trey.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I've heard that website before.
Yeah, it's like a video game thing.
It's a video game thing.
And I think if you go real underground and you don't post the link anywhere and you just, like, I just had to dig for it, and I would find it.
Right.
So they leave the stage, and then road crew comes in, like 40 guys in black shirts get on stage and clear the stage off. And like I'm watching, like people are taking pictures. Like that's the thing about today. Everybody's got a camera.
Yeah.
All Madison Square, 20,000 people are all like live streaming this shit from different angles.
Sure.
So you're watching it, and they clear the stage off, like completely, take all the instruments, everything, and then there's like these big black boxes, and everybody's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And they put one stand with 4 microphones in the middle, like a cappella style. You know how they do?
Yeah, of course.
And then the guys come out, and there's just a spotlight on the microphone. Paige is in a blue jumpsuit. Trey's dressed in green. Phish has got a red dress on, and Mike is in yellow.
Uh-huh.
And they come in, and there was a rumor that I had read they were going to do something with like clones, like people dressed like them running around.
Okay.
And they sing "Send in the Clowns," but they sang "Send in the Clones," like a cappella style.
Wow,
it was fucking great.
Right.
Send in the clones. There ought to be clones, and everyone starts going fucking nuts.
All right.
And then they finish a song. From the ceiling comes 4 platforms, and one platform's keyboards, one platform's Trey's guitar rig, one's drums, and one's mic.
Wow.
And they're all everything's color coordinated. So Trey's on a green platform. 4 individual platforms come down.
Right.
And they get on them, and then they start lifting off the ground, and they start playing First Tube.
Yeah.
And everyone starts going nuts. And then from all over the stage were clones of them.
Really?
A bunch of people in the same costumes, guys like girls with like beards on, like fake beards, like a black guy who looked like Paige. It was really funny, with like a beard and glasses.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they were clones of them. So they're floating, and on the stage, these people are doing all these dances, and they all have microphones, so they're like vocal harmony. It was fucking great.
Right.
And so they're floating. It reminded me a lot of the Kanye St. Pablo stage because there was lights on the bottom of these platforms.
Right.
And they're like floating around on wires. Like it was kind of Kanye's was mind blowing. Like it was tilting and shit. You're like, this guy's going to die. And, well, all right, so they're doing that. It's fucking dope. They do Auld Lang Syne. They do Sand. And then at one point in the stream, I'm kind of looking at other shit, and then I just don't hear music for a while.
Right.
Like, in between songs, there was a long pause. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I look, there's 3 platforms on the ground except for Trey's. Trey's is still up in the air.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, what? Is he stuck? And then I'm looking in like the live chat, and people are like, this motherfucker's stuck. And they're like, people are trying to figure it out, and Trey just goes, fuck it, I'll just do it from up here. And they played the rest of their set with Trey dangling on a thing in Madison.
He was really stuck?
He was stuck. And like, you're thinking like, all right, this is Phish, so it's a bit.
Yeah.
So they're going to do something to get him down.
Of course.
But he's up there, and like the other 3 are on the ground, but they're kind of bringing him up and down. And then he's just like, there was a shot of him in midair, like 30 feet off the stage in Madison Square Garden with just people all around him. And he's just alone on this platform singing and playing. Wow. And I'm like, dude, you're fearless leader, just charging ahead.
Right.
And it was fucking great. And they play. And then I'm like, all right, when's the bit gonna, because they had these running jokes going all night. I'm like, what's it gonna have to do with anything? And then he stops. They do a bunch of shit. They do a You Enjoy Myself. And then Trey goes, all right, we're going to do something weird here. We just walked off. Now we're back. This is the encore. So, like, because he couldn't leave the stage and then come back for the encore. So he's like, fuck it, we're just doing the encore now.
Yeah.
So they did the encore and played the rest. And then they ended, and everybody else just left. They left him. And Paige was like, see you, Trey. See you next year. And everyone's like, bye, Trey. And Trey's up there. He's like, bye, guys. Bye. And everybody left, and then the lights went off, and he's still up there.
Really?
And you're like, what the fuck? And then the end is what made me realize I don't think it was a bit at all. They had 2 people come out and get on Phish's platform, which was right next to his.
Yeah.
So Trey's up here. They lift Phish up with these 2 people. These 2 people go get him, and Trey's singing the whole time. He's making a song up about the rescue squad.
Really?
And he's like, give it up for the rescue squad. They're coming to save me. And they get him, and they move him to the other one. And then on the way down, he starts playing the drums and starts going, poop, bop, rescue squad. And then he gets down, and then he just walks out and high-fives the 2 people who helped him, throws the drumsticks in the crowd, does like a nerdy wave to the crowd, and then walks off.
Yeah.
And then the house lights come up. And
Really?
even on the live stream, you just saw everybody going, what the fuck just happened?
Wow.
And that, like, it didn't end with like a big bang of like, oh, like a magical person came out and saved Trey. Like, they just got him down and like he left.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that was like the thing just fucked up.
Right.
And they didn't want to kill him.
Yeah.
Because like once it's stuck, you're kind of like, all right, just leave it there.
Yeah.
Because if we start fucking with it, this thing might just drop.
Right.
And we kill Trey in front of 20,000 Phish fans.
Right.
And then there's a mutiny, and they burn the building down.
Right. Yeah, they would too.
Yeah, so that was
They
that.
wouldn't care that it's Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, that was definitely a legendary one. They've done how many of these New Year's gags?
Oh my God,
for 20-something years.
Yeah.
And they've all gone off without a hitch.
Right.
There was something about Big Cypress when they did the truck with the hot dog where there was like a piece of wood.
It's 2020.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's just so funny that like, I mean, and it was like, there was a lot of other, imagine if that happened to like Axl Rose. Or like he'd be like, fuck this, get me down. And he'd be all mad.
Yeah, I know.
Trey's like, fuck it, we're playing. And you could tell, like, dude, the thing's swinging. Madison Square Garden moves in a show like that.
Yeah.
The whole building is shaking.
Sure.
So he's on this thing and it's like moving. And you can tell he's like totally still. And he's just playing. Usually Trey jumps around a lot. Yeah. He's just totally still. And you could tell it a few times. He was like, okay, fuck.
This thing better not give.
Dude, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
That's awesome.
Wow. Like he got stuck and he just played through it like a fucking badass.
Yeah.
I can't wait till
Trey is
they like,
badass.
do an interview or something where they talks about like what he was thinking. Because last year I was like, man, that perspective.
Yeah.
Like Mike had a GoPro on his bass that was kind of pointing at him. Mm-hmm. I want them to have GoPros like on their heads.
Yeah.
So you imagine being in Madison Square Garden with they dropped the balloons from the ceiling. I mean, the whole place is just going nuts, and you're dangling in the air in the middle of it, just looking around.
Right.
That must be the most mind-blowing perspective.
Yep.
And now add fear, and this is a mistake.
Yeah, I
this
know.
not going
Fear,
according
anxiety.
to plan. This thing I'm standing on might drop out of the sky at any fucking second.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Well, Happy New Year.
Well, I'm sure that it's a very happy one for him. He's alive.
Yeah. They were doing some sound effecty shit too. Let me hear this. I don't have a good scream. There's an old-timey car. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
I need a good scream because they were doing this whole joke about, like, some guy hit him on the head with a pan. He hit me on the head, and then Phish would hit the cymbal, and he'd go, and I screamed, and then Paige had
that last one, the old car one. That's when, like, whenever we talk about like titties and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's the sound for that.
Yeah, she had these, giant.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah, she was not a classy broad. She was a bit of a.
That's a long toilet.
There's the cock cage.
Oh, there's the cock cage.
Yeah. This will be fun.
I love that we still talk about cock cage.
How could you not?
I don't know. That's true.
We had, there was a friend of ours was over, and we were talking about it. It was right after cock cage, and we were talking about it. And she's like, yeah, there's people who do like 2-week-long, like, denial and then release things, you know what I mean? Like they'll put a cock cage on for like 2 weeks and you're not allowed to fucking get a boner or nut for 2 weeks because I own you and you're my bitch. And like, I get it. Hey, love is love. Cupid's arrow lands.
I guess.
You gotta, you do your thing. But I'm like, at one point, that guy's like at the bank and he's like, yeah, can I make a deposit? Sorry. No, what? No, keep going. I'm listening. Just, you know what I mean?
I know.
Do you have to go to the bathroom or something? He's like, no, it's my cock cage.
It's my cock cage.
It's cutting off the circulation. I've had an erection for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The blood is trapped in there. I'm hearing a loud ringing in my ears, but it's fine.
Oh, man, I couldn't even imagine.
Nah.
So we got a bunch of stuff coming up here at the Jug, too. Well, I mean, this Saturday is Bills game.
Yeah. Who are they playing this week?
Houston Texans.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do they know?
We looked into going to Houston, but the cheapest flight that I found to Houston to go down for that game was $682.
Jesus.
And I was like, I don't think we're going to Houston.
No.
Like, I'm just not paying that for just, like, that's without getting the ticket, the hotel,
Right.
So then Dano, of course, is
and
like.
getting back. Or would you say it was round trip?
Yeah, but still.
I was going to say, but I'd be like, I just live in Houston now.
Well, there's a hotel right there, right by the stadium, and we actually considered this. There is a dart tournament at the hotel that weekend.
Yeah.
So we're like, maybe we should just go. We'll win the tournament, and that'll pay for the entire trip.
That's a movie.
So, well, Daniel's a professional dart player.
Really?
Like, he actually has a card.
Hell yeah.
He's pro. So it's not inconceivable, and I can hold my own. So, like, it's not inconceivable that we could go down there and, like, win enough money to cover the trip. Like, if you finish in the top 3, So
this is a buddy comedy written all over it.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. So, we decided against it.
No, you don't want to. No, well, that's not. That's a shitty movie. Then the movie's 3 minutes long. It involves 2 guys smoking a cigaret and having a conversation.
That's exactly what happened.
Probably never mind. Let's not do that.
That's 100% what happened. We were outside smoking a cigarette in back of the Jug, and that's how it all went. Yeah, that's how it went down. And it was over that quickly.
Yeah, and then
Dreams
along the
crushed.
way, but you don't take a flight. You try to take a flight. And then a bunch of wacky mishaps happen on the flight, and you get kicked. They land and kick you off, and then you have to rent a car and drive.
Did you see Trains, Planes, and Automobiles the other day too?
No, but I was actually thinking, which one is it? Is it Tommy Boy or Black Sheep, where they're in the fucking car driving and the car fucks up and they're singing? I think it's Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Okay. Yeah, sort of like that.
Yeah, Black
Buddy
Sheep
comedy.
is when he was the mayor's, or he's running for mayor, his brother.
And Gary Busey in the
They
woods.
send him up to the cabin.
Yeah. Like,
to get him out of the way.
Out of here, yeah. So like that, buddy comedy, you're driving, you meet some wacky people along the way.
Oh, I'm sure we would, especially if I went with Dano.
Yeah.
We'd probably meet all sorts of characters.
The last minute, there's like, you guys are never going to win. Then it's like, we're just stealing everything from every other movie. It's like Kingpin. You have like your hot shot dart player guy with bad hair.
He told me that he was at a bar. He went to a dart tournament out of town, and he went to this bar. And when you opened the bathroom door, there was a sign on the bathroom door that lit up that said Do not do cocaine in the bathroom. I was like, wow, what the fuck kind of a place is that?
Yeah, that's funny. Well, we know people who do cocaine like to follow rules.
Yeah, of course.
It's like no gun zones in schools. Like someone going to shoot a school up is like, damn it. I thought this was a gun-free zone. I want to do this by the book.
Yeah.
I'm not here for to murder children, but I'm not going to break a law. It's a gun-free zone.
Gun-free.
All right.
So then we got the following weekend is our first shuffleboard tournament. So we got to get that out there.
Just pretend that's what shuffleboard sounds like.
Yeah. Might be what it sounds like on a yacht. So, but yeah, so those are the next two upcoming events, and then when we get back from the break, I'll give you a breakdown on the rest of them.
Yeah, you guys are starting your own little we got to start a sports show.
Yeah,
like a Jugs sports.
This is a sports show. You didn't know?
Yeah, it kind of is, and you know where I'm going. You know who a great hire would be for a sportscaster.
Sportscaster?
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know. So likable African American man. You're going to Vegas. He's in Vegas.
You're going to Vegas.
I'm going to set up a meeting
to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Captain Jug Thoughts. I'm going to stop playing with the fuck. I was literally like, is there like a knife sound? Is there like a shing? Like, yeah, exactly. And then like screaming. Dude, this says A-A-A-A-H. In your head, you think that's going to be but it's not. It's what? It's just, it sounds like 20 people farting at the same time, like letting it out. Like, that's weird. Here, this is for like, when we burp on mic, it's like offensive. People don't want to hear that. No. So like we'll cover it up with this. You know what I mean? That's better.
That's exactly what my burps sound like.
Yeah. All right, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. You take a break there, huh?
This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.
That's actually him. That's not the soundboard. That was authentic.
What?
It also has random. Like there's 2 pages of buttons, and then there's random. There's a random sound, but one of them is called Blackboard, and I'm like, oh gee whiz, what's that? It's the sound of nails on a chalkboard.
Oh, that's the worst. Don't hit that one.
That's why I'm scared to hit random. I feel like it's gonna hit that one.
Yeah, right. Don't hit random.
What's is that a new porch that's down there that I'm seeing?
A new porch.
Like on the side of the Jug, there's like a little porch, like right next to the salon. And
you just noticed that?
I mean, we haven't been here in a while, but it's got like things drawn on it, like they're cutting shit out. Like it seems like it's fresh. Are you working on that? Yeah, I know they're Jugs.
Oh. No. It's been there for like 4 months.
All right. Well, we were out there, and I'm like, hey, this looks new.
Which means you've been in here at least 8 times since we put it up.
Yeah. So I'm not observant. I usually just go right upstairs because I can't wait to make the.
But I do know what you're talking about. The drawings, though, and I was actually talking about someone the other day about this because, like as you see, they have the cutouts of the Jugs.
Yeah.
On the straight part of the paneling there. Mm-hmm. So it's like a Jug up here, a Jug down here, Jug up here, Jug down here. So there's a pattern to it,
like a checkerboard.
Yeah. So what we figured out is the reason that we don't think that they put them on the stairs is because they couldn't match them up.
Yeah.
Like to come across.
It's because it goes down at an angle.
Because it goes down at an angle and they wouldn't match. So.
So it's still just drawn on there. So it looks like it's a work in progress.
It looks like it's a work in progress. Yeah. But I don't believe that it's going to happen.
If whoever like, all right, so we want you to draw Jugs on the fence and cut them out. And yeah. All right, man. You're paying for it. Whatever you want. Is the town cool with this?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. That's funny. Mm-hmm. So there's your answer about the porch, Lee. Thank you. She wanted to know about.
No problem. There's porch Jugs.
How's the construction going on the creepy upstairs fucking creepiness and all the other new shit?
Well, first of all, they finished the roof today.
All right.
So we don't have to worry about any leakage in the back room when we're doing all the concerts and everything. So that's good.
Leakage in the back room sounds like something else.
Yeah, it sure does.
Hey, Doc, I got a little
What
leakage
happened to the toilet button?
I got a little leakage in the back room there, Doc.
I gave you a perfect opportunity for the toilet button. You didn't use it.
Where is it?
There we go. There we go. Sorry, folks. It was a little late, but we got it.
That's them. They're not happy.
Yeah. So that's done. Yeah. And now we're gonna get back to work on the third floor room. That room is gonna be. It's gonna be the best room that you can fucking rent in anywhere in Youngstown, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
It's got
the
four
presidential
windows.
suite.
It's got 4 windows, 2 that look over the town and 2 that look over the lake.
Hell yeah.
Which is cool as fuck. You know.
That's where Woodrow Wilson stayed.
We're the bathroom's just about done. Once the bathroom's done, it just pieces together quick. You know, the bathroom's the only real hard part, and then just getting some furniture for up there, and a new TV, and we're good to go.
Yeah, it looks great, man.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about it. I think that a lot of people are going to be staying there all summer. You know, this will be our 3rd year with the second full year with the Airbnb, but into our 3rd year. And I think that it's really last summer, toward the end of the summer, it started really taking off because more and more people started realizing, and I think that we're on the right websites now and stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it takes time to get things to grow.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, word gets out. You get some good Yelp reviews.
Right.
And whatnot.
Right.
And you get people taking fucking pictures.
Yeah.
Because like that's a big thing with like. Yeah, you see that with a lot of like newer bars and shit like that. Like they'll have like that, like I don't know, some fucking place has the pink stairs in Buffalo, and there's my friend was telling me about all these different places. They have like things where like if you get girls to fucking stand in front of it and take Instagram pictures, everyone's like, "Where's that?" Like there's that pink wall in LA, and there's all these places. So if you have people taking pictures of this view out this room, they're gonna be like, "Where the fuck is that? I want to stay there."
Actually, that place with the pink stairs, I went to the football game with the owner and this other guy. His name is Big Gay Jeff.
Big Gay Jeff.
He was fucking hilarious. He was one of the funniest people.
Sounds funny,
dude. I should get him to come and do the show. Like,
hell yeah, he
is so funny, dude. He's a bartender in Buffalo. And he was all drunk at the game, right before the game. And I was like, "Is that a real signature?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "You're wearing a signed Andre Reed with pasta sauce all over it, like jersey. Like it's a game jersey, which first of all is like worth more money, and it's signed by Andre Reed, which is worth. He just got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Like it's fucking worth like a pretty decent penny, you know." Big Gay Jeff's got like,
you don't give a
there's
fuck.
Pasta sauce all over it. It's like the dirtiest thing he's like, "It's never been washed. I can't wash it because of the signature."
Well, then don't wear it.
And I'm like, "You're not supposed to wear those, dude."
That's funny.
And he's like, "Well, I didn't know. Who cares?" Like, he's like, "I gotta wear. It's the only Bills thing I have."
I hear that.
Which makes sense. But
I think I've told
So he's like,
oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. This is hilarious though. He goes, he's like, he's got these pink sunglasses on and a backwards Bills hat and an Andre Reed jersey, and he's like 6'5", right? Like 280 pounds probably. And he's like, "Oh, there's a bee flying around me. Hi, bee. Look at the bee. Look at the bee. Oh, the bee." So the bee flies right into his mouth and stings him. Dude, it was amazing. Me and my buddy Tim were watching the whole time. Like, he's like, "Hey, bee." And the thing's flying around right in front of his face. Like, bounces off his sunglasses once, comes down. All of a sudden, he's like, it's in his mouth. He spits it out. He's like, "Oh, my God." He's like, "My lip kind of hurts." So, like, 10 minutes later, I look at him, and it was like he ate, like, raw fish or something.
He's all blown up.
Yeah. And then he's like, "My lip really starting to fucking feel like..." And then he's like, "Am I drooling?"
He's already got the gay lisp.
Yeah, I know.
It's doubled up.
It doubled up. It was fantastic.
And somebody else is going to see him in like a disheveled jersey all covered in shit with a big swollen face. He's drooling, and they're going to be like, "Are you okay, sir?
Yeah, I know.
You need help?"
Dude, it was something else, man. And
That's funny.
was
Like a cartoon. Else. Was he drinking a sugary drink, and the bee was attracted to his sugary lips, I guess?
More than likely, but I don't know, you know. And then I saw him at the last game, and I was like, "Hey, John," and he's like, "Hi, Chris," and I'm like, "Any bees today?" He's like, "Not yet. Let's hope not. That was fucked up." He's like, "Dude," he's like, "it was still like that night." I remember him on the phone too, or I mean, the girl that he was friends with that was there was on the phone with some guy, and he's like, she's like, "Hey, so and so's on the phone." He's like, "I don't give a fuck." He's like, "I'm not gonna be able to suck dick tonight."
Nobody's gonna believe me.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, you got a little bump on there, buddy. Yeah. Having a bit of an outbreak." He's like, "No, it was a bee."
Yeah.
Okay, whatever you say.
Oh my god, dude, it was great. So, but he's an awesome guy. We should have him on the show sometime.
Yeah, he sounds great.
Yeah, he's really fucking funny.
There's no buzz. There should be a buzzing on this.
No buzz?
There's a duck. There's a duck. There we go.
Duck fart?
Yeah, there's no fucking, there's no buzz. There should be a buzz. This is bullshit. How dare this free...
What is that, a door?
Sound bell. There's a doorbell. Where is it?
Bottom left. Oh, I need one of those.
Yeah.
I don't have a doorbell.
Well, ding dong. I could have rang the doorbell today. I walk in, and I say, and I was even like late. I was later than I thought, because I had a bunch of shit to do at the house.
Thankfully.
And I come upstairs, and I walk in, I put my bags down. I'm like, "Hello?" I'm like, "Oh, maybe he's smoking a cigarette." And then I just hear from the back room.
I was out cold.
You're out. I'm like, I had a few other things to get in the car. I'm like, I'm gonna give him a minute.
Yeah.
I'll go call him.
All of a sudden my phone rings. I'm like, "Oh, he must be here." He goes, "Wake up, bitch."
I was like, "Wake up, bitch." And he's like, I'm like, "You good? You need a minute?" He's like, I'm like, all right, I'll come back.
I got up.
Yeah, you're up quick, and here we go.
Yeah, exactly.
Off to the races.
You would never know that I just woke up. And I didn't even have any coffee. Well, I had coffee before my nap.
Yeah, you're saying you can drink coffee and fall asleep. There's people like that.
I had 2 cups before I took my nap.
Dude, I used to drink coffee like a lot. Like I was a heavy coffee drinker, and then I stopped. And now, like, if I have 2 sips of coffee, like, I don't like it.
No?
Yeah, I'm like sensitive to it or something. I don't know what the fuck happened.
You don't like the way it makes you feel, or
yeah,
the way it
it's
tastes?
just a little. I love the way it tastes. She makes coffee. It smells fucking delicious. We have all these fancy coffee percolators and French presses and shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys do.
It smells so
I gotta
fucking
come over
good.
for coffee sometime.
Yeah, I gotta just do like hardcore like decaf, because it just smells fucking delicious. But like if I drink a little bit, I just start like my head feels like weird.
Really?
I don't like it. Yeah, like it has like I could probably fall asleep because it doesn't like make me all jittery and shit. It makes me like. It makes me feel like I haven't slept in like days.
Right.
Like it gives me like a weird heavy head feeling. Huh. I might be dying.
I might be dying.
That could be a sign of it.
Yeah, the coffee is letting you know.
Yeah. Sir, how many cups of coffee have you had in the last 12 years? I need an exact number.
4.
1 cream, 2 creams? Sir, we need to know before we put you on this medication.
Dodgers are the worst.
Have you ever been within the same county as 3 alpacas? What the fuck kind of question is that, Doc? I don't know how to answer these things.
You know, it's funny that you bring that up because my buddy Markin, he has a company that anybody that's bringing anything across the border has to file all the proper paperwork and everything like that.
Yeah.
So that's what he does. He files the paperwork for them. And so if it's like a big trucking company, like, you know, it's like they got to bring like 8,000 fucking televisions in a truck.
Yeah.
You know, he's like $8,000, like whatever, you know. So this lady called the other day, and she's like, "Yeah, I need to bring a couple of alpacas across." She was bringing that's what she was bringing.
Oh, alpacas?
Yeah.
I thought you said packets.
He goes,
packets of
no,
what?
Alpacas. And he goes, are they the spitting kind or the non-spitting kind? And she's like, no, they don't spit. And he's like, "Well, that's good. That's good."
It's a good sign.
And he's like, "Dude, I'm like looking up things on the internet at the exact same time as I'm talking to her about alpacas because I know nothing about them."
They spit.
And he's like, "So I'm just like asking her a couple questions to make it seem like I'm knowledgeable about what I'm saying." And he's like, "All right, that'll be $800." And she's like, "Okay." She's like, he's like, "So when you get to the border, just tell him your name, give him your license or your passport, and you'll be all set." And that, you know, he's like, they're gonna have to check the the trailer. But other than that, you'll be all set. $800. She's like, okay, sounds good. So you just make your payment with a card, like over the line right there. And he's like, sweet, $800 to ask an alpaca if it was a sitter or a swallower.
That's top-notch stuff.
Yeah, it is. So
if you round that up to 1,000, this alpaca will do whatever you want. We had a good, I think I've talked about this before. We had a good, I think it was Bobby Sharp's idea was to do it was a prank call.
Good old quiet riot.
Because I don't this was the riot part. This is a brilliant idea. I don't like prank calls and shit. Like, I'm not good at it. Steve did a brilliant one time where he called the salon and asked him about anal bleaching. And he was doing this southern accent the whole time.
Right.
And he was like, oh, my wife and I, we've been fighting and I knock her around a little bit. No, she don't like that. I don't like that either. But so I wanted to, show her that I love her and say I'm sorry. So for my birthday, I wanted to, clean up where, she likes to go down, and like pretty much he had this polite 5-minute conversation with this salon worker about and she was like going along with it because he would slip those things in real quickly. Like, I knock her around. She don't like that. So I wanted to, make it up to her. So, the idea is, I beat my wife, and I feel bad, so for my birthday, I'm going to bleach my asshole for her. What a nice guy I am. And, the lady's like, oh, well, of course, sir, yeah, we can help you with that.
Really?
Yeah, because anyone can do a prank call where you get the person angry and get them to hang up and yell, but he kept her on the line talking about this for, a long time. He's like, is it forever, like a tattoo? That was a great one. So we're thinking of prank calls to do. I was like, I want to do one. I'll be funny too. And then I think it was Bobby's idea. It was call a petting zoo and ask him about renting the donkey for a donkey show.
Oh, God.
But slip in all these little things hey, you guys rent just animals? You got a donkey? Yeah, we just need the donkey. Let me ask you a couple questions. Does this thing get spooked if you come up from behind? It's not going to kick or anything if you come up behind it? Let me ballpark. How much liquid can this thing drink in an hour? You charge by the hour for the and start asking them all these weird questions. Is there any lotions it's allergic to?
Right.
Is it allergic to latex? But anytime I called and asked for a donkey, they'd just be like, "No, we don't have a donkey." And I'm like, "Fuck! I suck at these fucking calls.
I can't get a donkey show."
Yeah, I couldn't get one if I wanted, even if I was serious.
Right. Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah, so that's funny.
Yep.
So we don't need a donkey. What a donkey show should take off. An alpaca show should have taken off.
I know. We should have a donkey and alpaca show.
Yeah. Coming this summer to the Jug.
Yeah. We'll live stream it.
We'll live stream the donkey and alpaca show.
Yeah.
Not on YouTube. We're going to have to find one of them weird Asian sites that allows those types of things.
People are going to love it.
Yeah. We had that cake farts video. It blew up. I think PewDiePie talked about something, and somehow all of his fans came to that video. So we put up videos that get 3 fucking views, and there was one that went up that was in the hundreds of thousands.
Right.
And then everyone's like, "Did you make money off that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." For some reason, the cake fart video kept getting demonetized. I don't know why, because it was pictures of a girl farting on a cake, and I put the tiniest little logo right over her butthole. So it didn't get taken down, but Colgate didn't want to put ads on it for some reason.
No,
I guess not.
Fucking Colgate.
Yeah,
should have got Crest.
Yeah, they would have done it. Crest bleaching.
Right. Yeah. It would have worked.
Eat the toothpaste; it'll bleach on the way out.
Exactly. Crest the crust.
There's got to be a way to do this. All right. What else is going on? The pancakes. The church is having their pancake breakfast.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's shift gears.
So, all right. So I got as far as upcoming events. I got as far as the 10th and the 11th is our first yearly Shuffleboard Tournament.
Yeah.
And then we won't be doing anything. Let's see, that's the 10th and 11th. And then the following weekend, we're going to take a little break, I think. And then the weekend after that, the 25th, you guys are going to be playing during our football pool party.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that.
So that's going to be a big one. Steak dinner.
Oh, shit.
Steak, baked potato, greens, and open bar. So,
oh shit,
it's gonna be a fucking really fun night. I think. Yeah, there's gonna be a shit ton of people there. There's gonna be 40 people there for the for the party, and then you guys are playing.
Yeah.
So, and the party doesn't start till 6, so everyone will eat at like 7. By the time they're done eating, you guys will be ready to roll.
Yeah. And then we'll have our crew.
The whole
come in
thing's
too.
going to be timed out perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
You know, so
and I think we're gonna do a talking head set.
Yeah,
which will be fun.
I hope so.
Even if you don't know, yeah. We have a lot of fucking gigs until between now and then. Like January is going to be the busiest. Every weekend is something. Yeah. And I'm like deep into recording with you regardless and shit. Like there's a lot going on.
Right.
But by then we'll be real lubed up and ready to go.
Yeah. Perfect.
So yeah, we're new talking headset, which is great because it's fun. Even if you don't,
talking heads are great.
You're gonna know a lot of the songs everybody knows, but like even like it's fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a good one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really good one. I told Emily, Silva's wife, the other night, I'm like, hey, make sure you tell Quickie that these guys are playing on the 25th and they're doing the Talking Heads because that's like his favorite band of all time.
Yeah, nice.
And so he'll definitely be there and he'll be like fucking doing this thing.
Yeah.
Where he does like the gun shooting.
Little gun shoot dance, yeah. People's dances are funny.
Oh, man.
Because everyone gets like, especially white guys, like you just get one move and stick to it.
I think he's doing the dice move too much.
That was, Pete showed up in my house one day with this drum. And it was made out of like a deer hide. Like it looks like a Native American thing. Mm-hmm. And it's like a deer hide. And it's just like a metal cylinder with skin wrapped around it. It's woven together with the muscle tendons and shit like that. Like it's fucking cool. It's a drum made out of skin.
Yeah, that's great.
And he kept saying Emily gave this to me. Emily was throwing it away and she asked if I wanted it. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. And then I saw a different Emily. He was talking about Silva's wife.
Yeah.
And I saw a different person named Emily. I was like, oh, hey, did you give Pete that drum made of skin? She was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She just looked horrified. I'm like, oh, must be a different one. Sorry, you're not she's like, drum made of skin? Do we need to call somebody?
Yeah.
That sounds
really, really
Can you help me move this couch?
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff going on. Just because the holidays are over doesn't mean we're slowing down at all.
No, there's still tons of fun to be had at the good old Stone Jug. Yeah. We're not going to slow down.
For any of you Buffalo people, Phriendly Phoes are going to be. We're at Good Bar on the 4th.
Yep.
We're at Milky's on the 10th. We're at Sugar City on the 11th. With your Regardless at Tudor on the 18th. And what else? And then the 25th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then February 7th at Milky's with Wolf Walter and Solar Plexus and Phriendly Phoes. That'll be a really fun show. 3 bands that are just going to jam out all fucking night.
Right.
Yeah, I'll stop there. We'll get to the rest of them. There's a lot.
Yeah, we'll have another show in a week or so, and then
because you just say yes to everything. Like you just, especially when you're like I'm new. Like Phriendly Phoes is almost a year we've been doing this. Yeah. Our first show was in February 9th at the Jug. So the 25th is kind of going to be our close to like a 1-year anniversary thing.
Yeah, it's 1-year anniversary of Phriendly Phoes at the Stone Jug.
So in their first year,
that's crazy.
You're saying yes to everything.
It doesn't seem like it's been a year, but
no. Well, yeah. You're just saying yes to everything, and then you write it all down in your calendar, and you're like, fuck. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Gotta stay busy. One of the songs I was thinking of whipping into the set was Oh, What a Night.
Oh, yeah?
Because, like, I don't want to give... I see... All right, but not everybody who goes to the shows listens to this. Here's a little inside baseball. I love doing, like, the mashups of songs. Because with the looping, you build your track, and then you let it play. And then as long as your drums are tight, you can kind of start inserting different songs over top of it. Like a DJ. That's very much... What I'm doing is a blend of It's the halfway between a DJ and actually playing. Because I'm actually playing all the music. So I want to get like a good disco-y beat kind of locked in. Maybe that fucking Wish I Was a Little Bit Taller. Like that song is just like the offbeat hi-hat and the boots, boots. And then underneath that, just start going bung, dung, 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 dung.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to be like, what the fuck? It's exactly what I want is in that HBO documentary about Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, where one of Dre's old bandmate buddies from like the 70s, when he was Dr. Dre with the sparkly fucking... what the fuck is it called? God damn it, Lee, tell me. It's not a catheter. Sure isn't a fucking catheter. Stethoscope. Stethoscope. I'm just going, not catheter. We got to play the catheter drinking game on this show one day, too. I'll get to it later. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in it.
All right.
So Dr. Dre back in the day, like, it was like this old electronic funny fucking band with him and his buddies. And one of the guys, he used to do, I think it was like Mr. Postman, like, hey, yeah, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. But he would do like an 808 beat under it. So it would be like this techno-y version. Okay. And like real dancey. And the one dude's like, man, people dancing, but they're looking around like confused. And he starts doing this dancing, but everyone's frowning and looking around. That's what I want at faux shows. I want people dancing to a funk jam, and then all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. And they're like, is this fucking, oh, what a night?
Yeah.
Is this Frankie Valli? Is this Jersey Boys? Are they doing Jersey Boys? So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to slide that song in as a surprise. So keep your ears peeled. But in the midst of learning it, I started reading the lyrics. Remember when we did... Can't Stuck with Seeds and Stems Again, or whatever the fuck. And we broke down the lyrics to that.
Oh, yeah.
And you realize a lot of these songs I'm learning are like, hey, I never knew this was about.
Yeah.
Sweet Caroline. Google that. What the fuck?
Yeah?
She was a child. Hands reaching out, touching me, touching you. No. No touching. No touching.
No
Hands
touching.
to yourself. Who is that? Tom Jones?
Sweet Caroline?
Or no, it's Neil
Diamond.
Neil Diamond? All right.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Same guy.
All right. Okay, so, oh, what a night. Late December back in 63. What a very special time for me. As I remember, what a night. Let's start there. This is late December 63. We're a month removed from the assassination of John Kennedy.
Yep.
And this is, what a very special time for me. That's what this guy remembers about winter of 63.
Yeah.
The country was in mourning. Right. Everybody's in shock. Torn apart. The innocence of the 60s gone already.
Yep.
And he remembers, as we're about to find out, he doesn't even know this bitch's name. He just remembers some fucking slit that he met at a party one night.
Yeah.
That's what he remembers. That's what's special for him. You fucking traitor. I think Frankie Valli was a commie.
I've heard that before.
Oh, what a night. Why? What, really?
No.
Like, did I just crack a code here? Oh, what a night. Love to Mother Russia?
What?
Oh, what a night. Marx was right. Jesus Christ, this is on the nose. All right, that's not really it. Sorry. Where is it? I got to set the iPad to not turn off.
Yeah, you do. There we go.
I could do it to myself.
Yep.
All right, so like I said, he doesn't even know her name. But I was never going to be the same. That leads me to believe that she gave him herpes. Probably. I don't know what other conclusion I'm going to draw. I didn't even know her name. But I'm never gonna be the same.
Yeah.
What else could that mean?
He lost his virginity.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like this is Frankie Valli, man. In the Four Seasons, they were plowing all back in the 50s.
They were?
They had to be. They were hanging out with Joe Pesci. You think Joe Pesci's friends weren't getting laid?
Maybe not back then.
I got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. And as I recall, it ended much too soon.
Oh.
Maybe this is a virginity thing. He just popped too early.
Yep.
So he's apologizing.
He is.
Yeah. Okay. And then one of them is She Was Everything I Dreamed She'd Be. Sweet Surrender, what a night. Dude, this is totally virginity. All right, I'm an idiot. This is totally what it is.
I'm an idiot.
I felt a rush like a rolling ball of thunder.
Yeah. It's totally virginity.
Yeah. Spinning my head and taking my body under.
Oh, what a night. Yep.
All right, got a funny feeling when she walked in the room. I mean, this chick must have been hot. She just walked in, and she walked in, and he was like,
yes.
Finally, a good one. All right.
We both know when we hit it.
All right. Now I'm looking for a rush of a rolling ball of thunder. They don't have that.
No?
No.
No rolling balls of thunder?
No rolling balls of thunder.
That's weird.
Here's a duck.
That'll work.
That's him. Yeah, that's Frankie Valli and this girl whose name we don't know.
Yeah.
That's not his hand.
Perfect.
All right, look. So this is the free version of this. So like every time I hit like 10 sounds, it pops up with a thing.
Okay.
And it says, rate this soundboard. Do you enjoy using this? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the three things are yeah, sure, later, and no, I hate this app. I'm going to go with later because I don't hate it yet. You should have rolling ball of thunder sound because I don't know what that sounds like.
Yeah, I know. Is there a way that we can say that in there?
Yeah, we could get. I could Google rolling ball of thunder.
We need a rolling ball of thunder here, please.
Yeah. And spinning my head and taking my body under. This is actually kind of poetic now. Because I only got through the first part. First of all, you know, have a little respect. You know, late December back in 63.
Yeah.
The country was in mourning, and all you're worried about is getting your fucking ball of thunder going.
Well, you know, if he was
Pay
like,
a little respect.
you know, if he was 16 years old.
Yeah.
That's kind of all that anybody
God,
ever
the president's
thinks
been shot. Who's that? All right, so we're ready for that. And know that if you ever see me playing that song, that's what's going through my head. This is a song about a high-pitched voiced Italian man losing his virginity, becoming a man. A high-pitched voiced Italian boy becoming a man.
Yeah.
Like Pinocchio, kind of.
Yep. Voice never changed, though.
No, he didn't. He's in The Sopranos as, like, you know, he's this old gangster guy, and he's still just like, hey, what's going on, Tony?
I know.
He's great.
He is great.
The Jersey Boys movie that Clint Eastwood does, little on the nose. It's like, so there's as we was under the streetlights in North Jersey, making that a sweet, sweet sound with our voices.
Yeah.
Frankie had a voice like my mama's Capitol-Boosh. It's like, all right, can tone it down, guys. Jesus Christ. And this is where you put in the Godfather thing of the guy saying guinea, greaseball, goomba, whatever the fuck.
Right.
All right. It's all going to be Sopranos and Godfather quotes on the soundboard.
That's
so
okay.
Get ready, everybody.
That's all we really need for this show.
Yeah. All right. So, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Make sure to come to the Jug for all these events.
Yeah, make sure.
That's polite applause.
Oh, by the way, we will be having a chili cook-off as well coming up. And I'll announce when that is on the next show. We haven't picked a date yet, but it's going to be in February, I believe. So everybody bring their best pot.
Chili noises. This one's called Shatter. I don't know what that means. I guess, yeah, it's Shatter. Because as soon as I read Shatter, I'm like wax? Like dabs?
Ah.
Like, yeah, like wax, like weed shatter.
Yeah, I thought of a window shattering. Like that. That one sounds more like a light bulb, though.
When that midget broke the glass window at the Jug?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she drank too much?
Yeah.
And then you had to give her the boot?
You're out.
All right, I'm gonna.
Did you ever see the video with the midget that runs and jumps off the dock?
No.
And then hits the water, and it's like bloop.
That is very funny.
It's very funny. That's a good one. Anybody out there that heard that, look it up. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's adorable. All right, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. We'll see you next time. That's you. I don't like that. That's too creepy.
I like it.
Yeah, that's like mad scientist laugh.
All right, it's perfect.
Like he just poisoned the water supply of the town.
Yeah, well, I met the mad scientist at a Phish show one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Tootsie Roll mushrooms. They're fantastic.
Hell yeah. You want some of those? Keep them away from the kids. Or give them to the kids. The kids got to learn sometime.
Yeah.
Little kid just being like, it's all just a circle, man. It's all connected. I am you. It's energy, man. All right, Captain's Jug of Thoughts. Let's fucking end this. Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll see you next time.
I knew I needed that. This is the Captain's Jug of Thoughts podcast.